Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Justin Verlander is on the mound for Houston in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Justin Verlander, former Cy Young Award winner. He's done just about everything you could do as a starting pitcher. At one time, might have had the best and biggest arm in the game of baseball. Consistently 94 to 97 miles an hour. Really good overhand curveball. Has the slider, has the changeup. Usually you'll know if Justin Verlander is on early. If he gets through the first couple innings, 1, 2, 3, he's going to be tough to beat.
First pitch on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. Altuve has it, and there's one gone to start the night. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. I mean, talk about a rough season. His batting average is sort of an eyesore right now. He just hasn't put it together all season long, and it's become somewhat of a topic of discussion around this team.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. 3 hits for him in that ball game on Wednesday. Here comes the first pitch. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Pinder is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
Matty, he's having one of those dreams.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Ready now, Matt Chapman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First offering on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and two. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch on its way from Verlander. This is pulled into right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Off to a great start in this one. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Sean Manaea gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, on the mound now is Sean Manaea, the pride and joy of Indiana State University. Low 3/4 arm angle. He reminds me a lot of former Met pitcher Sid Fernandez. Mid to upper 90s fastball, a true slurve. He also has a straight changeup and a funky arm angle. He's really tough on lefties.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious.
1-1.
They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
2-1's the count.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. He stole over 30 bases last year. You don't forget about this guy when he's on the base pass. He's a threat to go at any time. 30 stolen bases is not an easy number to get to.
Striding in for Houston, Alex Bregman. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Jose Altuve comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
1-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Ready with the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Bregman leads off first with 1 away. Now another 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
one thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
His career numbers against Minaya, just a 2 for 14 line, so advantage pitcher here. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. Pinder has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Houston, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Chris Davis now. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest.
Designated hitter, Chris Davis.
And now pitch on the way. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Left side. Correa moving to his right. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell. It's a rough one for him on Wednesday, taking an 0 for 5 in that one. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Back on Wednesday, it was a 1 for 5 performance for him. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Grounded to first. Gurriel scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. Settling in now, George Springer, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting, and you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over the first. And he checks all the boxes.
Digging in, Yuli Gurriel, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. And they'll issue the intentional walk here. Interesting decision with the bases empty and 1 away.
Batting 7, left fielder, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. His career numbers against Minaya, he's gone just 2 for 13. Now the 0-1. Took a wave at 1 around the shins with no luck.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball, so that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Tyler White will bat next, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Gurriel, the runner at first with 2 gone. swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Astros leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. So coming to the plate, Daniel Castro. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Therefore it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Dustin Fowler, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Fowler has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman, and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base, and he's thinking about second and third.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Oakland, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Now in the box, Marcus Semien. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A ball and no strikes. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Digging in for his second at bat, Chad Pinder. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, right over the middle, knee high. Line toward right center. Marisnick is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The A's strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Next up for the Stros, Max Stassi. His career numbers against Minaya. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
A swinging bunt to the mound. And that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 6.
Striding in once again, Jake Marisnick. He went down swinging to start the home first. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Coming to the plate now, Matt Chapman. He threw a walk his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Chapman, a California-born ball player who was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Popped him up. Gurriel is there for it. One away.
Now batting.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Two and 1 to the A's first baseman. To first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So with two gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And these two guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
After taking such an ugly swing, if I'm the batter right now, it has to be in the back of my mind that he might repeat that exact same pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And that's in there for strike one.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. I think that was a purpose pitch. These guys are swinging at just about everything, so he's going to take a chance to see if they'll chase one even further out of the zone.
Castro will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Ball and a strike.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Into the box now, George Springer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that misses for ball 1. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Here's a high pop-up. Olsen is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Striding in, Boog Powell. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Gonzalez is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out. Ready for another chance. Victor Caratini. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Into the box now, Daniel Castro down the third baseline. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
1-1.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Stepping up to the plate, Dustin Fowler. Here's the first pitch to him. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. Halfway home, still no score. Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And the Astros are in business to start the inning. A leadoff triple.
Left fielder, number 9.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Gurriel at third with nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Next will be the designated hitter, Tyler White. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Standing in, Max Stassi. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
That's a ball.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Jake Marisnick would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Marcus Semien will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Now the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Lifted in the air to center. On the move is Springer. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Chad Pinder. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Stepping into the box, Matt Chapman. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. It's up and out of here into the archways. So a solo shot here to left center field. 8th home run on the season for him. And the A's are back to even now. It's 1 apiece.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept them in this thing. But with one swing of the bat, we're all knotted up. Things are officially interesting, and we're in for a good finish in this one.
Into the box, Matt Olson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Springer. And that ends the inning. But the A's come back to even things up thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. All even at 1 apiece. Standing in, Jake Marisnick. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Right fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Missed with a slider. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Pinder is there, and he'll bring this one in. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Into the box, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1 left for Houston. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Here's Chris Davis now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
And this is Lowe, ball 1. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Verlander still with 1 earned run on his line through 6 1/3. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Fouled off. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hard hit to first. Gurriel picks it up. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. All tied at 1-1. Here's George Springer. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Springer.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Pinder facing back. Still going back. Gone!
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. Sent on the ground out to second. Castro is there on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. No hits to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Tyler White will bat next. Ace will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second. It's now 3-1.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Santiago Casilla takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. White, base runner at first with 1 out. Missed with a breaking ball. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look at in now, Daniel Castro. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And he fouls this one off. Ready on 1-2. Altuve at second, right to him. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. At the plate, Dustin Fowler. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Gonzalez ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Astros on top in front of the home crowd here at Minute Maid Park as you get a look at the line score to this point here in the 8th inning. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Fouled away. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Ball 2. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Marisnick is under it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's, and it remains at 3. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. They'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. 1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out. Now batting, Jose Altuve. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Bregman leads off second with nobody out. Fouled off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. Here's Carlos Correa now. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's 1 for 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And there's out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, George Springer. Runner in scoring position with 2 runs.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Astros leave 1, and it's still 3-1. Chris Davinsky takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 47.
Digging in, Chad Pinder, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Chased the low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking pass to the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. He was great all night long. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for Oakland, third baseman.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Olson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. Barring any late turnaround, this win would belong to Justin Verlander. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Last strike now for Oakland. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
First offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this is going to find the wall out around the 373 sign. Olson is on his way home. And a relay to the plate, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Mark Hanna will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 20.
And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball. 1. He pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time to get him, and the Astros have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Astros jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Justin Verlander earns his 5th winner of the year, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Chris Davinsky closes the door for the save, his 8th of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 3 runs, 6 hits.